7 in the morning, dog. Yeah, buddy. Move, you dumb bitch. Get your bitch ass out of my way. Fuck. Oh shit. Make sure I get rid of this bitch. Oh shit. Lock this bitch up. Shit. So we're joined today.
100 feet above the ground, spreading radioactive particles everywhere.
So
These
we're
tests
joined.
release between 1,500 to 30,000 curies of radiation each. Then we have the small pellet tests. Again, this involved dropping small radioactive pellets over the area from a high altitude. Then we have the radioactive specks. Basically, a dust generator would fly over the area and spew radioactive specks all over that area. They also tested exploding radioactive metal in different shapes to see what would spread the contamination the best. Each test released about 100 curies of radiation. In our 8th spot today, we have the abandoned hospital in Brazil. Now we'll be talking about an abandoned hospital site in Brazil that used to perform radiation therapy for cancer patients. On September 13th in 1987, a bunch of individuals broke into the abandoned hospital and stole some parts from a teletherapy unit, thinking it would be worth some money. Little did they know that they took home something highly radioactive. That night, upon bringing it home, the two men became very sick and threw up. In the following days, the two men became worse and worse. One of the men actually had his hand swell and he had to get it partially amputated. Little did they know what was causing this. While this was all happening, they gave this radioactive piece of equipment to a number of different people. In fact, one of the guys even dismantled it, spreading cesium all over a large area. In the end, 4 people died as a result of this incident, and 250 others were injured from exposure to radioactive contamination. A cleanup crew was sent to decontaminate the area. Topsoil was removed in several areas, and a number of houses were demolished. To this day, it's said to be one of the world's worst nuclear disasters and one of the world's worst radiological incident. In our 7th spot, we have Hanford Sites. Located in Washington, D.C., the Hanford Site is said to be one of the world's most radioactive places. So during the Cold War, the U.S. used this site as its main plutonium production facility for their nuclear weapons. In the end, they produced enough plutonium for around 60,000 nuclear weapons, including the plutonium that was used in the Fat Man bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki in 1945. Now, this place has since been decommissioned, but still contains about 60% of high-level radioactive waste. Most of the waste has been buried underground, but that wasn't a good decision because large areas of groundwater have since become contaminated. Coming in at number 6, we have D'Aubervilliers, Paris. During the 1920s to 1930s, 2 individuals, Frederick and Irene Joliet Curie, conducted a number of studies on radioactivity in this area. In particular, they were experimenting with salts of radium-226. Later on, the French army took over these experiments, and they seriously contaminated the fort. In the
Let's pause it. Let's go back in the city. Why not? Can't. Let's go back in the city, dog. Shit. I locked my car. Move! The fuck? Fuck!
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, there's no one in it. Well, fuck it. Shit. Head to bed.
You're totally right.
Shit. Lock it.
Semi-Palantinsk is also known as the Polygon.
How are we doing for the
This land is
day?
now in the country of Kazakhstan, which was formerly owned by the USSR. Now, the issue with this test site was that, in reality, it wasn't very remote at all. It was actually just upwind was the town of Semi. Now it seems that the Soviets carried out 456 nuclear tests at this facility between 1949 and 1989, with no regard to the effect on the local people or environment. Russian officials hid the full impact of the radiation exposure for years, but since the facility was closed in 1991, more and more scary details have come to light. This, for example, is a strawberry grown in Semi. Here is a man born in Semi in the height of the testing years. Also, there is so little information about the facility out there that the rest of the world has no idea the full extent of sickness inflicted on humans as a result of the testing. How terrifying.
Starting off this countdown, we have St. Elmo. St. Elmo, originally known as Forest City, was once a very popular mining town in Colorado. They had about 2,000 people living there when the mines opened. However, in the early 1920s, the mining industry started to decline, and slowly people packed up and left. However, it's not completely abandoned. Apparently, a couple of people still live there, but it's said that this place is haunted. In fact, it's said that it is home to some of the most paranormal activity in the state. Maybe it's a good spot for paranormal investigators, but not the best area to live in. I mean, I wouldn't want ghosts for neighbors. I mean, maybe I would, if they were friendly ghosts that kept noise level in residents and destroyed the island's airport, trapping many others from fleeing. Eventually, Plymouth was evacuated again, but this time, no one dared to return. Everything was destroyed. In fact, 80% of the town is currently covered in ash. Pictures show homes completely buried with only their roofs sticking out. It's quite sad and scary. Moving on to number 4, we have Centralia. Centralia is an abandoned town located in Pennsylvania. It was once a populated town. However, a lot of residents were forced to leave due to unsafe living conditions. This all started after a coal fire ignited underground. This fire has been burning for almost 50 years. And it's predicted to continue on for another 200 years. As a result of this fire, tons of sinkholes have formed, hot smoke is released underground, and carbon monoxide has filled some residents' basements. In some parts of the town, it's said that the ground beneath them have reached up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 400 degrees Celsius for us Canadians. Now, the US government is trying to erase any history of this city. They took away any signs directing people to this town, removed the town's zip code, and forced most of the residents out, except for 7 residents that are happy living in their deadly town and refuse to move out. In our third spot, we have the Island of Dolls, aka the island I never want to visit. Located in Mexico City, the Island of Dolls is full of dolls hanging from trees and buildings. If that's not bad enough, these dolls have been there for so long that they are covered in dirt, cobwebs, and insects, making them look that much more terrifying. Now, you're probably wondering how this place came to be. Clearly, it's not Annabelle or Chucky's private island resort, though it could be. So back in the 1950s, a man named Don Julian started to hang dolls from trees as a way to protect himself against evil spirits. Paranormal things kept happening to him there, so he would hang dolls everywhere with the idea that they would scare the souls of the deceased. He spent more than 50 years hanging dolls. Some were found in the garbage, some were missing limbs. Did not matter. If it was a doll, it got hung up all around the island. Now it's abandoned and looks like something straight out of a horror movie. Coming in at number 2, we have Whitnam, Australia. Located northeast of Perth, Australia, Whitnam is considered one of Australia's deadliest towns. And you would think it would have to do with Australia's massive and deadly insects, but surprisingly not. In fact, it's because of its blue asbestos. In 1937, blue asbestos was discovered in the city's gorge. Years later, miners were unearthing tons of asbestos from the ground. It wasn't until 1978 that the government started pushing people out of their homes. They realized how deadly it was for them to be living there. It was increasing their risk for cancer. And in some cases, people were already developing lung cancer just from living there. It would cost the town about $2.43 million to rid the town of asbestos. So instead of doing that, they just shut the town down completely. In 2006, the government turned off the power to the town and had its name removed from maps and road signs. In fact, all roads that once led to the town are now closed off. If you do choose to enter the town, you will find tons of huge warning signs advising you to turn back. And in our number 1 spot, we have Pripyat, Ukraine. This is probably the most famous abandoned city on the list. So Pripyat was a city in Ukraine that had a population of 49,000 individuals. However, on April 27, 1986, all residents were forced to evacuate following the Chernobyl disaster. Pripyat was the most affected by the Chernobyl nuclear disaster since they were the closest to the power plant. They were the ones...
Crap out of you, didn't he? I laughed and nodded. Wow, the story was great, but honestly, the ending to it was a little bit weird. I wonder why they were laughing about that pretty horrifying experience. Probably just nervous laughter.
At number 10, we have the witching hour.
God damn,
Have you
she's hot.
ever wondered why 3 a.m. is such a traditionally
Well,
scary
none,
time?
that
My
bitch.
friends, let me tell you about the witching hour. In folklore, the hour between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. was considered a time for witches, demonic entities, and ghosts
Have a
to
joint.
roam free at their most powerful.
Another one.
Also known as the devil's hour, the time of night was thought to be a peak of supernatural activity, possibly because nobody was awake to pray. Any woman caught outside at this time of night, especially in the Middle Ages, was arrested on suspicion of witchcraft, unless they could provide a good reason. Simply roaming free because you felt like it was not a good enough reason in the Dark Ages, and many of the women who were caught out at night were executed for witchery. There may actually be a scientific explanation for all of the bad juju discussed in the witching hour folklore. It seems that, oddly, ghostly experiences and apparitions tend to happen between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., which includes the dreaded witching hour. It seems at this point of the night, the amount of melatonin in the body peaks, which could be a reason for the ominous occurrences. That or
Complain about it. It's like eating deep fried cheese and then complaining that you're constipated. It comes with the territory. Well, on Joe's Paranormal TV, one night he decided to go see what a creepy stretch of woods had to offer at 3 a.m. and it didn't disappoint. While Joe is trekking through, we hear some strange metallic banging at what sounds like voices. It could be some friendly campers, or it could be a crazy metal pot man letting you know he's about to murder you and then cook you in the pot he was just banging with. Then he hears what sounds like a baby crying. If that wasn't enough, he comes to a clearing of what looks like a bunch of broken trees set in symbols. So this could be witches or a bear that was using them as a back scratcher. Either way, you probably shouldn't be hanging around the woods late at night if you want to keep all your limbs attached to your body.
Okay, so is anyone up for an urban legend? Next, at number 8, we have the little baby oak.
Smart traders never miss a beat. Introducing the all-new XM trading app. Trade the international markets with one-tap orders.
Fuck off.
Next time some Gemma, Tony McCluskey, chopped up his sister and stuffed her into garbage bags before secretly trying to dump her body. Luckily, he's very dumb and got caught on CCTV camera and sentenced to 20 years in prison for his horrible crimes. Apparently, this was all over an argument, so next time you catch your roommate eating your Cheez-Its, maybe you should just let it go.
You don't know this, but when Che walks off after doing his bit, he clicks. Yeah, every time. Going into number 6, we have the neighbor. There is an Ask Reddit thread which poses the question, what's the scariest thing that's happened to you at 3 a.m? There are some pretty intense responses, some including like ghosty woasty stuff. But when I think about the reality of being met with some situations, reading this truly terrified me. River Tiberius wrote this last year and got...
Let's watch Freak of Nature. A comedy movie. But first, let's head back to the place down there, head to bed, wake up in the morning, wag school. Fuck school. Yo, move. Shut the fuck up. Move the fuck.
You're a loser.
Say it again to my fucking face. Come here. Say it again to my face. Say it again. Say it again. Get up. Bitch. Get the fuck up. Say it again. Huh? Say the fuck again. Stupid ass bitch. Look at you now. You're dead boy. You're fucking dead boy con. You're fucking dead boy con. Rocket. Shit. Move the fuck.
You're looking good.
This is my safe house, remember? Remember this place? Yeah. Man, I miss this safe house.
Look out the way.
You got a fucking problem? Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up, bitch. Come here. Get down. Bitch ass. Huh? Who do you think you are?
What the hell?
Dickhead. Fucking dickhead. I'm looking for somewhere where I can sit down. Move! Rocket. Chill here. Matter of fact, let's unlock my car. Hey boss. Hey boss. Hey. Three, two, one, action. Let's press play. Have a joint.
It's about to happen. I can feel it in my bones. Bones? Yeah, that'd be cool. You're not even listening. You never listen. You're supposed to be my friend. What? Look, Lorelai doesn't like you like that. If she did, she'd have given it up by now. I'm saying I think she does. I feel like we're right on the cusp. She's been coming over to my house more and more lately. That's because she stashes her weed at your house. How did you know that? Because her dad's a Christian Scientist and because everyone calls you her weed locker.
Huh?
People really call me that?
All the time.
Makes me look like an idiot.
Pretty much.
And what do you say to them? You back me up, right?
No.
Parminder,
What?
that's your job as a friend, is to make me look good when people... Are you kidding me? Dude, you're just a terrible friend.
Okay.
Maybe she has me hold her weed as an excuse to keep coming over. Did you think about that?
No.
That's probably it. Her body language has been super cuspy lately.
Well, if it's been super cuspy, then...
Hey, Laura.
Ah.
Not one donut! No, I don't want your quarter of a donut! I want a full donut! Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. Unbelievable! Come on, man, for the love of shit! Damn it.
So you were saying something about deliberately misgrading my paper to teach me a lesson?
Man, I'm so sorry. It's just that most of the kids that go to this school chain all of them to their lockers in a manner that would make sure that they would not escape. And then just roll sticks of dynamite, like old-fashioned dynamite. Just roll it down the hall and blow up the school. And then I'd spare a couple of faculty. Not this motherfucker. I should fucking eat you! But you're amazing, Ned. You're possibly the best student I've ever had in the 97 years of teaching at this godforsaken shit stain of a school. And that's the reason that I have to just strangle your dreams and break you as a being. This essay is a masterpiece, Ned. It should be framed and put in some museum that's dedicated to great essays. And I can't tell you how much joy it gives me. There's an F there. That F stands for fun.
Hey, Petra. You're going to the vamp party tonight. I've always wanted to go to a vamp party.
That's because you're a total vampire, Leonard.
Hey, I'm not. Can I come with you? And take my dad's Kia?
Yeah, I would, but I'm actually kind of going with Milan.
Shut up. Milan Panache?
Trying to unionize my son.
Yeah, can I get a uniform? Can I get a fucking uniform?
That was uncalled for. Come here, son. I want to talk to you. Come here. Listen. I understand. You know, I remember what it was like to be in high school. It's tough. Especially for big, tall, freaky motherfucker like you.
Fine with it.
Okay.
I like my body.
All right. Let me help you out. What advice? Stop concentrating on the negative. Right? Look at the bright side. You get to spend more time with your mom. And I have a new secretary who I have sex with. With my penis.
Lots of people have sex with their penises.
Seeing as how I paid for this field, Coach Pulsifer asked me to come down here today and say a few words, so here I am. I want you to look into the eyes of the boy sitting next to you. Go ahead, do it. And repeat after me. You are not my teammate.
You are not my teammate!
You are not my friend.
You are not my... Dog, I would put you down. Out of love and kindness. A mercy kill. Do you not get it? You got nothing to live for. This is what you had.
Want to be an engineer someday.
Son, how many times do we have to go over this? No one rides trains anymore. You gotta stop living in the clouds and get real. If it's not the lot, you can work at the Riblet plant. Be a meat bleacher like your mom.
I did 10 years on the ammonia hose and I regret nothing.
You don't want to work the ammonia hose or be a stupid friggin' Hyundai salesman.
Whoa! Slow your roll, Tiger. Leave the Hyundai Corporation out of it.
Stop telling me to slow my roll. Taz Jr. didn't have to slow his roll. How come I know around here who has to slow his roll?
Listen,
Gotta slow
I
his roll.
understand. We're all upset about Chaz Jr. Fuck Chaz Jr.
Fuck Chaz.
Nobody fucks Chaz Jr.
Chad!
Don't point your finger at us. Blame it your old friend Dad. He's the one who threw that bitch. He's the one who ruined our lives.
still around.
What do you mean?
I made that stunt you pulled today on the baseball field. We were all set to win state.
Egg your mother.
That's your boy.
Oh, hey. You remember me?
Sure. Lunch.
Yeah, it was real cool of you to help me out today. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Is that your family over there?
Yeah. Dad, Mom, some guy called Steve.
Oh, it seems like you guys all get along.
They're good. They share a brain. Petra, is that you?
Hey, Kathy, how are you? I don't think What the?
All right, everybody, give me a couple seconds. I will explain everything I know.
Who put you in charge?
I'm sorry, do you own a Ripley plane? No, no. Is that your sexy Ford?
No comfort, yeah.
Do you think that maybe it has something to do with the aliens?
It's cracking.
Only the end of the freaking world.
Let's pause it. Seven in the morning. Let's chill here, buddy. Smoke, watch YouTube. You know, the normal. Smoke some weed for a day.
I'm not kidding. The entire town is murdering each other.
In that case, I guess it's just one thing.
Just tell me why. Why did you sleep with Lorelai but bite me?
Lorelai's a nasty freak.
Jeez, man, where's the fire? Holy shit!
Bring it, bloodsuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you too!
Holy fuck, Mr. Mosley. That was awesome.
Awesome. Well, I've been training for this since you were in Huggies. Bowflex, Solaflex, co-ed capoeira. It's all paying off. Now come with me if you want to live. The zombies are eating me!
Stop! No, stop eating him!
I'm a zombie, all you can eat buffet!
God, I'm gonna be sick.
Why won't I pass out? Oh, God, please let me die. Oh, he just put some intestines back and took different intestines. What the fuck does it matter? Why are we still watching?
I don't know.
They ripped off my arm. That was my bowling arm. They're eating my bowling arm. I'm dying. This is it. Newman, over there! Let's get him! Run! Fuck! I came back to fucking life! Ah!
Pornstar, but you're really all pale and veiny. Pale and veiny. Fucking prick, stupid slut, Coraline.
Ah.
Bring it, fuckers.
Really? Bring it, fuckers? That's the line you're going with?
Yeah. Shut up!
Huh.
I'm getting the hell out of here.